Good evening. A new Canadian economy is what Prime Minister Mark Carney is promising following the unveiling of his cabinet today. 28 ministers and 10 secretaries of state were appointed and sworn in this morning during a ceremony at Rideau Hall in Ottawa. Jason Gaidola joining us live in studio tonight with all the details. Jason, which Liberal MPs made the cut?
Matt, most of the key figures in the old regime returned to cabinet, some with new roles, others slightly altered. Notables like Dominic LeBlanc and François-Philippe Champagne get to keep their respective files, while others, including Melanie Joly, were reassigned. One name that was kept out, Burlington MP Karina Gould.
Good morning, everybody. Good morning.
The walk up to Rideau Hall is the first sign of who is set to be sworn in to Canada's next federal administration. Presided over by Governor General Mary Simon, Prime Minister Mark Carney's new inner circle were greeted with a standing ovation, and many took their oaths as cabinet ministers. 28 MPs were appointed ministers, and 10 others were named secretaries of state, which are supportive roles for certain files.
Our government will deliver its mandate for change with urgency and determination. We're going to deliver that mandate with a new team, purpose-built for this hinge moment in Canada's history.
The rebooted Liberal government is bringing back some notable names from their old regime. François-Philippe Champagne and Dominic LeBlanc, who were with Carney during their recent White House visit with U.S. President Donald Trump, kept their roles in finance, trade, and intergovernmental affairs. However, Melanie Joly did not return as Foreign Affairs Minister and shifted to the industry file. Prime Minister Carney says that he'll serve as the primary role for Canada-U.S. relations.
And we are at the start of an industrial transformation, a transformation of this economy. And Madame Joly, as Minister of Industry, is going to help lead that in concert with the other members of the cabinet and myself.
Oakville's Anita Anand will take over the Foreign Affairs file, and Chrystia Freeland stays on, overseeing transportation and internal trade. Out of the mix is Burlington MP Karina Gould, who held several ministerial roles since 2017 under Justin Trudeau. Meanwhile, a fresh crop of new faces made the cut. Tim Hodgson is the new Energy Minister, Marjorie Michel leads the Health Ministry, and former journalist Evan Solomon was appointed the newly created Minister of Artificial Intelligence. On the critical file of housing, Carney selected Gregor Robertson, who was Vancouver's mayor for a decade while housing prices skyrocketed.
We're going to have to change how we build. And a lot of that expertise, it's not exclusively, but a lot of it is actually been developed in British Columbia. Minister Robertson is very familiar with it.
Prior to today, Carney promised to have parity among his cabinet members. 14 men and 14 women make up all the ministers, while 6 men and 4 women hold a Secretary of State, including local Milton MP Adam Van Couverden, who will serve as Secretary of State for Sport. Carney also has at least one cabinet member in every province or territory except the Yukon and Nunavut.
And since losing his seat in the federal election, Pierre Poilievre remains the Conservative Party leader and took to the Hill today to say the Tories will hold the new government to account. He criticized Carney for bringing back many Trudeau lieutenants, but he also says he wouldn't initially oppose everything the government does.